All right, out front. Who would have guessed that Colin Warren would have got out front? Jesse Krill is going to slot in that second spot. Mason Carroll up to third. Who's going to slot into that fourth spot? That is going to be, I can't tell. Sterling Fairman. And a little contact there with Zach Banks. So he tries to fight his way back up after losing several positions. Mason Carroll looks like he hit a little ping pong ball back there. All right, rundown. Lap number 1, Warren, Krill, Carroll, Fairman, Ming, Banks, Gusev, Wallasker in 8th. And Todd Ullman picks up the top spot there in Masters right now. Gets around Pistano, and that's Pistano right there as he pops the back of his helmet. And big melee with about 4 karts. Looks like Pistano is out. He's out of the kart. We'll see who the rest of those drivers are. That's in turn number 2, between turns 2 and 3. I don't know if Pistano blamed himself, but I saw him hitting the back of his helmet with both hands. Like, oops. All right, Colin Warren had a almost 0.6 of a second lead on second place Jesse Krill, first time by. And it'll make it almost a full second now, .998. Colin Warren continues to set quick lap after quick lap. Now 46.980 on lap number 4. Wow, it was a good second quicker than the driver sitting in second place. Good job this weekend, Colin and Robert. Got Mama all stressed out this morning looking for a transponder, and now he's out here just running away with his senior tag final. Good battle back there for the third spot. That's Mason Carroll, Sterling Fairman, and Zach Banks. Driver's not really caught up to the backside of Jesse Krill yet. It looks like Fairman got around. I think got around Mason Carroll. So move Fairman up a spot. Yes, sir. My eyes were not deceiving me. So once again, pretty cool to see Big Daddy Biggs out there in the kart leading the drivers around for the showcase on the pace kart. Glenn Biggs, a racer of his own, known to do a little bit of racing back in the, I believe he had a Rotax DD2 back in the day, about, I want to say almost 10 years ago. Wow. Have I known Glenn Biggs that long? All right, shifters. Shifters need to be on the grid, please. Shifters. Push them up, set them down. Folks, remember, quiet grid. Quiet grid. No carts running in grid until started or told to start up by your grid marshal. So Colin Warren, 46.792, another quick lap. All right. So, Minnie, you need to be on grid, please. Minnie, shifters your pre-grid. Tag Minnie. Bring them up, please. Tag Minnie, you're on grid. Shifters your pre-grid. Banks, which way are you going? I'm looking at Cody Banks going left, going right, trying to get around Sterling Fairman as Mason Carroll has dropped back to the 5th spot. You want to watch some fun action. Watch that battle there for that 3rd spot. That's 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Sterling Fairman, Zach Banks, Mason Carroll. Zach Banks a little excited. Jumping up in that seat, trying to get a... Thank you, gentlemen. So Colin Warren now with a 5.1 second lead continues to set quick time after quick time. 46.7. What did you bring in the toolbox for Colin Warren this weekend, folks? Better pull out the big guns. Somebody's going to have to do something with Colin Warren, as he is a half a second quicker than the rest of the field. Mason Carroll on his last time by sets quick lap. Gustavo Wallisker pushing his cart back down the grid. He made 1 lap. Oh, Zach Banks and Mason Carroll battling it out still. They're letting Sterling Fairman start to pull away. Zach Banks needs to look at that cart ahead of him and see what he can do to chase him down. Wow, our leader already into turn number 1 in 6.4 seconds. All right, we're going to pick up that battle on screen right now. Let's Sterling Fairman, Zach Banks, and Mason Carroll. That's the battle there for 3rd spot. 1st and 2nd pretty well settled, as Colin Warren sets another quick lap, 46.690. I'm telling you, you need to look deep in your toolbox to find something to catch up to Colin Warren. 7.1 seconds, 4 laps to go. Next time by, it'll be 3 laps to go. Yes. 46.690. Oh, wow, we're working into lap traffic now. All right, getting ready to show the move over flag to a couple drivers in front of our leader. They're within a couple seconds. We're still watching that battle there for 3rd. Sterling Fairman, Zach Banks, Mason Carroll as they go down into the tight 180 left-hander. No. Keep it for tonight. Trying to figure out what Fairman was doing. He was reaching down with his right hand. I don't know. Was he trying to burp? the carburetor, putting his hand over the carburetor, maybe trying to get a little bit of extra air into it as he came into the showcase turn. That used to be an ICA thing to do, running those motors 20,000 RPM. You'd put your hand down and cover the carburetor to choke it off. And did Zach Banks just make the move? He did. Got a little contact there. So the battle continues. We're watching that on screen. That's the battle there for third. Banks got around Fairman. Now a 3 wide coming down to the... They touch 3 wide still into the showcase. Banks is going to hold on. Mason Carroll's going to come through. Contact with Fairman. It's going to allow Zach Banks to catch about a 2 kart length lead on that group. So, wow, it all came down to the final lap, or next to the final lap. As we're white flag now. Next time the leader comes around, he'll pick up the checkered. As now third place crosses the line right now, Zach Banks has got a second lead over Mason Carroll. So that battle, which was nose to tail for so long, is now just 2 karts. All right, that's the win. Mr. Colin Warren picks up the win. So Colin Warren picks up the win. Jesse Krill second. Zach Banks did a courageous job to come in third. Mason Carroll fourth. Sterling Fairman in the fifth spot. And let's see, come back to Tag Masters. Mark Spring picks up the win. Juan Nunez second. And Todd Ullman in the third spot. So congratulations once again, Colin Warren. Mark Spring picks up the win here in Seniors and Masters Tag Mini.